Hey everyone. So I'm here. I just thought I'd give you guys a little update because we've added some children. We've added some things to the greenhouse. We started some things. I'm not sure if it's too early. I'm just so thirsty. So first I'm going to show you how the basil's doing. Collards over there. Basil's doing alright though. These three are sweet basil. This one is Aton. And these three cells are holy basil. This random marigold there. Oh my god. And the basil is so fragrant. Like, I can't even get close to it without catching like the strongest whiff. It is such a beautiful smell. I love it. So you'll notice this empty section here. This is where I had the kale that I've taken outside. I have it in plastic bins like this with a plastic bin over it to kind of give it a layer of protection, but I wanted to get used to the atmosphere outside of the greenhouse because it's pretty much 80 to 90 in here all the time. And I'm doing that for the tomatoes and bell peppers, which I'll have to do the same for them because they'll have to get used to the temperature here too. Crimson sweet watermelon, straight 8 cucumber, Armenian cucumber. Those are gonna be fun to grow. I've never grown them before. Like, and I can already see Kyla taking a picture with one, like wrapped around her body. It's gonna be a lot of fun. So here I have just a 4-hook zucchini, green zucchini. Here we're growing Cinderella pumpkins for Kyla, of course. Butternut squash. Here's the nasturtium plant that was down in the tray below with all the flowers and butterfly weed. Put him in his own pot. And here's a muncher cucumber. Bell peppers looking great. I don't know. I'm just happy I got them started at a decent time this year, because last year I didn't get a single full-grown edible bell pepper until like late September. Here I have a row of cilantro. There's a blank stick there. And here's a row of parsley I started. I've been pulling sunflowers out of this tray, and I just want to make sure I fill everything back in. I don't want to waste this. Well, it wouldn't go to waste because it would go back into my bin that I keep all my soil and worm castings and stuff like that. So, I mean, it wouldn't go to waste, but since it's in a tray, I just keep putting stuff in it. Why not? So, yeah. Okay, moving on. Here's all my tomatoes. No different. Everybody's doing well. But I did add over here, I have an orange tender sweet watermelon. It's growing on in there. And a summer squash here. So it's a saffron prolific summer squash. So it's basically like the yellow squash you see in a grocery store. And I started some onions here in this tray, which is interesting, and you'll find out why in a bit. I didn't need to. I'll show you why. Y'all notice anything funny about my grass? So it stops raining. Kyla and I come outside to play. I'm chasing her around, and all of a sudden I get a whiff of something like oniony or garlicky, and I look down and I see all of these tufts. So first of all, I'm in shock. I'm like, there's no way that there's onions or garlic growing right here in this backyard. I pull a piece up and smell it, and it smells just like onions or garlic. Like, I can't decipher which one for whatever reason. So, hey, I had to get my shovel. I ended up digging up a tuft of this, and I found out that it was onions. So here's a tuft here that I dug up. You can kind of see the bulbs. They're really small and they were very much underground. And from what I know, I've never grown onions before. But for what I know, the bulbs are supposed to be above ground. I don't know if that's something that's supposed to happen later or what, but they were very much underground here. So I don't know if I have no idea how they got here. I wouldn't call them wild, maybe just volunteer. Like, who was growing onions and in what, like, the most random patch of onions ever? Like, they're literally everywhere in my backyard. So that's going to be interesting to deal with this summer. Hello, little friend.
Hello, little friend.
Glad you can join us.
That you could join us.
Make us some castings, please.
Make us some